Alrighty, we are good and live. There we are. Welcome on in, everyone, to today's offering of King of the Castle. Allow me to introduce you all to Monarch Eris II. If I can pop that down. There we go. There's my notes. Right, Monarch Eris II. Gonna be a yikes from me. We inherit Ernest from Monarch Eris I. So we're going to be going for a farming ambition initially. But we're also modest, ergo, should our farming ambition fail, we will instead go for a faith ambition. We're not going to take anything back. We're going to carry on until the end of any plotline or event, so we're not going to take an easy exit or ignore problems. We also like to share credit with others, and we never take others' money unfairly. And for our third personality trait, I rolled up anti-authority. Ergo, we are a proto-republican. We're not too keen on this. I did break the boat race, yes. It's broken in this dynasty, don't worry. I am anti-authority. Ergo, I kind of like the peasants. I like the little guys. I thought this would work best with Ernest and Modest. And, maybe the monarchy isn't a good idea. Maybe there's a better way of doing things than having a monarch and a gaggle of nobles make all the decisions behind a closed door. Maybe that's how it works. But there we are. That is Monarch Eris II. So initially, farming ambition, followed up by a faith ambition. Pop the sign away there. Curve will be quite confused. I'm sad you cannot get the air returns vent. The air returns? Oh, from the previous line? Let's hop on in and see the state of the kingdom. There's an ending that would fit well. Oh, okay, yeah. So when the heir returns, you can abdicate, can you not? Yeah, I've seen it, I believe, at one point. And I thought, oh, this will be a peaceful end to everything, and then the new monarch will take over. But it's like, nope, you don't get that monarch. Looking around, let's see. The state of the kingdom is healthy. Barons could do with a bit more military. Chiefs could do with a bit more farming. But outside of that, everything's pretty good. We're pretty good here. Let's introduce our nobles at the start of today's game. We have, in the Barons, Finn on the ground today. We have Baron Ilawa and Baron Bobby. Welcome on in to our two starting Barons. The Chiefs are being represented by Chief Whopper here. Welcome on in, Whopper. I hope you got your dinner okay. And finally, the Patricians. We have Lady Patrician Morgrim and Lord Patrician Mutated Zombie Bush II. Welcome on in, all five of you. Thank you for being here so I can launch the game. More will join us, no doubt, as we go on. I think it is Valentine's weekend, so maybe people are busy. We're going to start, as always, with the path to victory. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your parent out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? We have discussed this. I will be the parent of the nation. My goal is to look after the peasants. feed the peasants, and bring a prosperous nation to the peasants. Maybe even let the peasants rule a little bit. Interesting. Are you concerned for the welfare of the commoners? Or are you just hoping for a favourable passage in the history books? I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall farming as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Okay. Gonna go round, shake hands with everyone.
Now that you're the monarch, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles.
Alright, let's meet Whopper.
Good luck in the days ahead, Your Highness. You'll need it, dealing with us lot.
Who have we got from the patricians? It's Morgrim.
A pleasure, Your August Majesty.
I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. And finally, the Barons of the March. Who have we got here? Nilawa with the bagpipes.
Hail and well met, Your Majesty. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. And
with that, our introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your parent fought so hard for? Maybe. Alright, eyes down everyone. First vote of the game. All we know going into this vote is I want to improve farming.
Your Majesty, it was an honour to serve your parent, but now it is your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation.
Let's get it over with.
Shall we call the nobles in?
Yes, yes. Summon the nobles. Right. Well, straight off, I hate this one. The Blood Oath. We're not dealing with that. Host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. Not terrible. And throw the monarch in the river. Not terrible. Troops shall bear the monarch through streets atop a shield. Not too keen on that one, but we can roll with it. We can incorporate it. Who jumped on in? Hey, Vitamin. Welcome on in. Just saw that the number had gone up to 6. Welcome to the first vote of the game, Chief Vitamin. Boom. Type exclamation mark vote followed by A, C or D in chat to vote for your choice. I see. Military parade. Ha, oh dear. Alright, I believe Whopper is getting their food. So here we go. Yeah, that's a majority. Yeah, with 6 nobles. 4 out of 6 nobles agree. We need a military parade. Soldiers from across the kingdom take part in the parade. They're even outfitted in impressive new equipment for the occasion. As you climb up onto the shield and hold your sword aloft, you realise it's not going to be easy. Your arm quickly starts to hurt. Your soldiers stagger and groan under the weight. Sure enough, one of your shield bearers trips on a loose cobblestone and drops you face first in a puddle in full view of half the city. At least the only thing hurt is your pride. Do you not wish to emulate vital statistics? Is that the from Asterix? I was about to say Gotrix and Felix, but the Asterix comics, right? The leader who's always on the shield. Is that what his name was? Yeah, that's the leader. Okay, cool. Alright. I know him as Majestix. Oh my god. Oh, it's been so long. When did those cartoons come out? That would have been, were they the 80s or were they like early 90s maybe? Like they were old when I was a kid. But alright everyone, eyes down now. Those of you that are here, you get to decide the schemes of your factions. Reign of the Bobby bloodline. Powerful Marcher Hellion stands before the blazing hearth, yelling at full volume. Reign, like the Rains of Castamere, red is their colour. Loving it, loving the look. Looks grumpy as hell though. When are the barons of the march back down from a fight? Never! I'll know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne. Alright, what do we do for the Rains of Castamere? Will it be barons? A. Sorcery. B. Subterfuge. Or C. Intimidation? With sorcery, you're going to make a deal with a wizard to place your claimant on the throne. With subterfuge, you're going to replace members of my inner council with barons. And intimidation, you're going to infiltrate the palace with armed men and force me to submit. Looks like intimidation has a vote. What's it looking like, Nilawa? I'm going to give you a final countdown. You can tie it up and do a coin toss if you like. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you came in just at the end there. Well done. We're going for intimidation. The barons plan to hold the monarch hostage in their own palace. First, they must lull the spy master into a false sense of security. How is the vocals going? Is it spiking a bit too much? Do we sound good? Sound check 1, 2, 3. To advance their scheme, the barons must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. It's currently at 6. So you just need to stay the course. The leader of the Vitamin Chi clan, notorious Northern Elder, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, droning on as if in a trance. Chiefs of the North! We all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter Monarch Eris II. How do we make that happen? You sound fine, slightly like you have a stuffy nose. But I assume that is less your microphone and more your magnificent nose. My nose is fantastic. Fantastically stuffy. What are we doing for the Chiefs? We got Prophecy, Ragnarok, Hornblower. The 3 Chief specials. With Prophecy, you're going to dig up some old stones and summon the Lord Render. With Ragnarok, you're going to make a deal with the giants to bring about the end of the world. And with Hornblower, you're going to toot the toot. Tooty tooty. I don't know if Whopper's about. Might still be away, but we'll do a final countdown. At the moment, we got Ragnarok. 3, 2, 1. Boom, boom. There we go. Ragnarok is confirmed, as is the sound of my voice. Fantastic. The Chiefs plan to make an alliance with the Ice Giants to take over the kingdom. First, they must not be weak, or the Giants won't take their proposal seriously. To advance their scheme, the Chiefs must raise their military from 5 to 5 or more in 4 seasons. They currently got 9. Yikes. Hello, who's this candidate? I love the... I don't even know what to call this. It's not really a turban. But the combination of that with the mask, so it looks like it's just sort of descending from within the hat. Very nice. Aquilia of the mutated zombie bush family. Eccentric former pirate. Scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, muttering in frustration. Fellow patricians of the coast. My claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Monarch Eris II. Something must be done. Okay, what's it gonna be, everyone? Where are we looking? We got Doppelganger, Uprising, or Conspiracy for our patricians. Doppelganger, you want to find a body double to replace me with. Uprising, you're going to rely on the peasants. And Conspiracy, you're going to lock me up in a dirty loan. and break me that way. It looks like it's a tie between A, Doppelganger, and C, Conspiracy. Coin toss. What will the patricians be doing? 50-50. It's Doppelganger. The patricians plan to swap the real monarch for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the spy master. To advance their scheme, the patricians must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons, so don't get grumpy. Everyone's passing at the minute. If we look across our rogues gallery here, we got Rain, the false pretender. Pursuing a intimidation scheme, the barons want to make sure the kingdom's stability is 5 or more in 4 seasons' time to pass the first stage of their scheme. Velelda, our ambitious vassal in the north. The chiefs are pursuing the Ragnarok scheme. They want to make sure their military stays at least 5 in 4 seasons' time. It's currently at 9. That's probably the safest bet on the table right now. This will pass the first stage of their scheme. And finally, the patricians of the coast. Aquilia, our distant cousin, in the coast. We are pursuing the doppelganger scheme here, and they want to make sure their own defiance is 4 or less in 4 seasons' time. Currently at 2, so as long as I don't do anything to upset the patricians, they should be fine. We hate authority here. Not much of a gamble. Let's have swing votes. Let's have swing votes. That could work. Alright, let's see this plant. Nothing too spicy on the first turn. The new trend has yet to emerge. Lord Patrician Mutated Zombie Bush II strides into the council chamber, brandishing a clay pot from which grows a long leafy plant with floppy yellow flowers. Expert farmers have discovered a new kind of plant, Your August Majesty. I thought you might like to name this exciting new discovery. Geranium. There's actually already a plant called geranium. Your August Majesty. Oh yes, Mutated Zombie bringing a new plant. Good point, good point. Why don't you have another go, Your August Majesty? I believe in you. Planty McPlantface then. Descriptive. I like it. Thank you for believing in me, Zombie Bush. The stuff grows wonderfully fast. It tastes horrible. But the farm animals don't mind. I suggest we grow it in the coast as a livestock feed. Or perhaps it will make a nice addition to the palace decor. You know what? We don't want it. We don't want it. Crab is progressing. Send progress pictures. At some point. I'll check them after the stream. We can cultivate in the coast. I think that's fair. I think that's good. Kudzu, which is an actual plant. Wait, is there an actual plant that does this stuff? What the hell is... Hold on. Shut up, phone. I dropped my phone on the floor and all of a sudden it wants to give me a tutorial on some bullshit from the latest update. Okay, there we go. Cultivate it in the coast. Thank you very much. It's based on kudzu, yes, but there's also some other plants that may be inspirations too, like the bridal creeper. Ooh. Welcome on in, Weldris the Third. Here we are. Coastal farmers plant fields of Planty McPlantface to support their livestock. It spreads alarmingly fast. The pastures become known as the Planty McPlantface Sea. Villagers claim you could walk a day and not reach the end. Fantastic work. Annette, welcome. How you doing? We're only in the first season, we just picked our schemes.
Your Majesty, a shipwreck has appeared on the edge of my estate.
Oh no, Weldris, what is it?
And it's not even from the north. Its name is a Petronella, and it bears a coastal flag.
That vessel went missing a few months back. We feared she was lost at sea. Hello, Annette. Welcome back to the Barrens.
Well, she's been found on land, right on top of my favourite picnic spot. My common folk discovered only one survivor on board, a coastal sailor. He claims to remember nothing of what happened. Oh, me head's killing me. Has been ever since I woke up.
Did you teleport this ship?
I swear I didn't do anything. Last I remember we were sailing on coastal waters, then nothing.
This poor soul needs looking after. We must care for him in one of our monasteries.
No, we must interrogate him further. I must know why this ship is on my land.
Allow him to go to a monastery. I think it's the best bet. As we are both faithful, in that we are modest, but we also actually care about the peasants. So we actually like this guy. We want him to make a full recovery. Vote A, please, if you support me in my peasant-loving ways. And I will go get myself a fresh beverage. Vote. Alright, oh my god, everyone's voted. Lovely jubbly. Welcome to the game, everyone. I was a loyal baron to zombie. Oh, really? Mutated zombie? Wait, do you stream? The sailor is sent to a coastal monastery where he can recover in comfort. No, not me. Oh, okay, no. Fair enough. The Archbishop assures you that he will receive the very best of care, and you'll be the first to know if anything changes. A different zombie. Many such zombies on Twitch, apparently.
Your Majesty, as is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards, with the chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes. The patricians were champion gladiators from the arena, and the barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all.
I think... Hello, Gwentaris. Welcome on in. Have you joined? There you are. Let's have a little look-see. Let's, the Northern Warriors. Bearded... Oh, okay, yeah.
I await your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty.
I'm gonna say that we want the Northern Warriors.
I will make the arrangements at once.
The warrior heroes arrive a few weeks later. They swagger in with big grins and bigger axes, belching, singing, and roaring out unsavoury jokes. One of your courtiers faints. Yesterday there were a lot of I forgot to arrange anything for significant others zombies about. Oh. Yeah, that problem. Alright, first auction of the game, everyone. Maybe the chiefs aren't satisfied with 9 military. Maybe they want 10. They can get it here with C, the fortress. And the barons may want A, the library, to boost stability further. They could instead, of course, if somebody wants to undermine the barons a bit, build E, the prison, to lower it. I don't know if anyone would have any stake in bidding on B, D or F, but this is our first auction of the game. Here's a list of everyone and how much money you've all got. I'm going to start the auction now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you would like to fund it with. The top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Bids on other items will be refunded. You got about 40 seconds to get your funding in. Try not to miss out. There is a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. And hello, agents. Fujimaru, welcome, welcome. They are. Welcome on in. At the moment, B and E, but it's very lean, very slippery. 10 seconds, go, go, go. B and A, what are they? Library and theatre. Fantastic, more stability, less authority. That sounds good to me. What's a military proposal? In the frozen waste north of our border, there are hill folk eager to join our kingdom as full citizens. Why don't we offer them the chance? In exchange for a decade of military service, of course. An intriguing idea. They're hardy warriors, your greatness, as demonstrated by the many northern villages they've raided and razed to the ground. Ooh. I don't remember. I've seen it a couple of times. It's a very uncommon one. I'm going to say I'm going to put swing votes in effect, and I'm going to say I want to offer citizenship to as many people as possible, but I'm happy for B as well. I think we want to look after them. It needs the chiefs to be trying to raise military. Ah, okay. So that's the trouble. A lot of the times when chiefs need to raise military, they're sat at 10. Swing votes are in effect, so you can vote a second time to change your vote if you so please. Or if you so want. It's looking like we're swinging for A. Many hill folk will join the Northern Army. Okay, that's 8 votes out of 10. With a swing of 6 to point A. Did someone else join? No, nobody else joined. Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you, your greatness. You won't regret this. Over next month, fur-clad warriors from the frozen waste flood into the kingdom, signing up in the Northern Army and swelling it massively in size. Their manners are atrocious, their religious beliefs backwards, and they treat laws as naive suggestions, but in the north, they fit right in. Alright, who's got a bloated whale? A beached whale? Your esteemed highness. A great big whale washed up on the coast, right outside my villa. However, before I could order my servants to harvest its blubber, a finfolk crawled up from the sand and begged me for an audience with the monarch. Oh, I've always wanted to meet one of those denizens of the sea. Your hopes are fulfilled when a frog-faced, green-skinned man waddles in, his flippers slapping against the marble. Your Majesty, this whale's name was Darkus. She was wise and gentle and a great friend of the Finfolk. We request her return so we can send her soul into the great abyss with honour. Why should I listen to you? Because I'm begging. Darkus deserves a proper burial. Depths below. You can't seriously be considering this, Your August Majesty. The beast is dead. Now, does your care of peasants extend to non-human peasants? Yeah, I think so. We should return the whale. Send a whale back. Give it a proper underwater burial. B for looking after... I couldn't think of a word that... Vote B for a burial. There you go. There we go. The cogs were turning and we got there in the end. B for burial. B for Baleen. All right. Oh, I've accidentally shut my chat. Hold on. Oh. Let's go back on in. There we go. There we go. I've reopened it. Hello, chat. I'm back. All right. We are good. By the 9th, I can't believe this. The animal's already dead. Thank you, Your Majesty. The Finfolk owe you a great debt. Using a huge crane and a team of oxen, the rotting whale is lifted and placed upon wooden rollers. Without ceremony, it's plonked back into the ocean. From that point on, coastal fishermen report that their catches have been better. The grateful Finfolk literally herd fish towards their nets. We are good. We are good. Alright, finding a spouse. Your Majesty, it's important to find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? Let's roll a D3. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? A 3? Anyone, Chancellor. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. I see of no reason to tax anyone. Enjoy your money. The sailor recovers, towering vines. Okay, let's go say hello to the sailor and then we'll come back to the vines. Your Majesty, I'm afraid the coastal sailor hasn't regained his memory despite our monk's best efforts. Your monks are underachievers. More importantly, I consulted some late 5th century scripture and discovered a parable describing this very situation. That shipwreck is a sign of the ninth god's power. I propose naming it an official northern pilgrimage site. Wait, I'm not sure I want everyone coming along and poking around on my land. Nonsense. This is a holy matter. We are pretty big with the church. We quite like the church. So I'd like to either do A or B. We are pro-faith here. Vote now. A or B. Make it a holy site or prey on the subject. Don't know what a 60% faith roll entails on this one. Oh. Gamba? Yeah, Gamba's there. We can Gamba. Don't worry, Whopper. Gamba's coming. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Pop, pop. You give the Archbishop permission to set up a pilgrimage site near the mysterious ship, and the chiefs go along with the plan. Soon, priests of the Ninth descend upon the area. There we go. He sends you a beautiful golden necklace as thank you for your faith. Hey, we are big. We got money. Towering Vines time. It succeeded indeed. Our lovely Planty McPlant face is flourishing, which is wonderful, but a few naysayers are concerned, which is ridiculous. The vegetation only swallowed a few villages. It's all perfectly fine. I reckon just have the farmers manage its growth. Right? See? Letting it run roughshod over the kingdom isn't good. Selling it to Ashmead is like, I don't know if that would fix the problem. But have the farmers deal with it. Oh, okay. This is a clear division. Oh, but I'm tipping the scales. My thumb is on the scales. 3, 2, 1. The Monarch and 4 nobles voted. Farmers at Coast try to keep Planty McPlant face in check. It's hard work, with descents from the blooms causing euphoria, then exhaustion. But the swamps of the stuff are under control. For now, at least. Excellent. I love it when it says, for now, at least. That's a positive sign. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. Okay, Chancellor. Yes, I know. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels for now. Each is covered by a cloth. Okay, open the sign. Eris II. Earnest, modest, proto-republican. Anyone that gets along with the peasants, has a good relationship with the church. That sounds good to me. Pretty much. We're pretty plain Jane, pretty boring. We don't want anything too spicy. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. What's that? Sorry? Possibly isn't a braggart? Yes. Possibly isn't a braggart. That would be good. This is Scorcher, firstborn daughter of the Northern Gwentaris clan. Typical Northern lass, big, brawny and honest. The same way a axe to the face is honest. Despite that, she's clearly got some brains, an avid reader with a vast library. People say she nurses a grudge though. I think a brainy chief, that's I'm kind of neutral. I'm neither for it nor against it, I don't believe. Nothing here that's tickling my fancy. From the coast we have Alpheus, wealthy heir to Lady Patricia Morgan Moon's estate. I mean, look at him. He's gorgeous and apparently has a silver tongue too.
He's also obsessed with the arena. All his friends are gladiators, sometimes even enters a fight himself. The common folk hate him for some reason, but who cares what they think? I do, Chancellor. I care. It's like you don't even pay attention to me. God damn. Ugh. No thank you. And finally we had the March's offering. Evmi, scion of the prestigious Agents Fujimaru bloodline. A typical baron. Really. Loud, brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Like most of the barons, their great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from their crossbow. Also got in a fight with a local bishop a couple years back, gave him a bloody nose. Why would I want someone that punches a bishop? Okay, it's the chief's offering, I think, is what we want. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Yes. I've made my decisions. Scorcher of the North. Excellent, I shall make the arrangements at once. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. No, we're good with what we got. Okay, let's deal with the flock of pilgrims in the north first. This sounds dangerous. Your greatness about the record of Petronella. Yes, the pilgrimages are wonderful. Nothing to worry about. Unfortunately, there is something to worry about. It's not that we don't want pilgrims here, Your Greatness, but people are losing their memories when they visit. That's simply a numerous experience. It happens when the faithful are touched by the ninth god. I think we gotta stop this. We can't be having people losing their minds, right? I'm gonna start the vote and then nip to the bathroom right quick. Oh, coffee time's over. I return through the night. Well, I mean, we don't have to go that far. We just need to stop people losing their minds. Oh shit, failed? The Archbishop preaches a series of sermons about betrayal, making his congregation shudder in the pews. They respond by demanding the freedom to explore the area as they please. Though the ship is fenced off and most tend to avoid it, the bad feeling towards the throne remains. Rough one. Your August Majesty, it's a disaster. After we cold plant him at Plantface, some misguided souls have set up camp in the remaining patches. They say it's unjust to destroy it, and it can be kept in check as long as they feed it a goat every now and again. They call it their home now. I mean... Leave them alone, they're not doing anything wrong. I don't know, I feel like... Yeah... I feel like they are though, right? They're like addicted to a plant. Feeding it goats, that leads to humans. Yeah, goats today, humans tomorrow. I think they are
think they might be doing something a bit wrong. Something funny is going on here. Goats today, kids tomorrow. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Oh, dear. God damn. Terrible puns. B is no gamba. Yeah, well. Here we are. The coastal patricians hire alchemists to whip up a vast amount of non-toxic but irritating smoke. It works tremendously. The villagers sheepishly return to their homes, coughing and claiming that the Planty McPlantface influenced them into moving into its territory. As for Planty, now that the people aren't living in it, the patricians can carry on cutting it back. It takes some doing, but it's soon little more than a cautionary folk tale. Planty, feed me, feed me, feed me, Monarch, feed me all night long. No, we're not feeding the plant. Your wedding to Scorcher is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Scorcher at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? Yes. Then I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Scorcher, delivers a short but heartfelt toast, expressing a wish to get to know you better. Everything's going good. Rumour has it Lord Patrician mutated zombie Bush II kept samples of Planty McPlantface for himself. I'm sure you did, yes. By the time you find yourself alone with Scorcher, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. I miss the north. It's too warm down here, and people twist their words. They don't say what they mean. What do you mean? Everyone down here speaks in circles, insulting each other without really insulting each other. I don't know how you stand it. You get used to it. I suppose you were born into it, weren't you? You had no choice but to get used to it. After finishing the last of the wine, you head to your separate bedchambers. It seems your wife is happy to take her time getting to know you. Very good, very nice. Deep in the forest of the march, Baron Bobby has gone boar hunting with a few of his close friends. Our plans are going better than expected. The spy master thinks all is well in the kingdom, and while the cat's away, the mice shall play. Cats aren't the best for getting rid of mice. You're better off with a terrier. I think you missed the point of my analogy. Never mind, our next step is to replace the palace watch with our own agents. Should be easy enough. If the monarch can't pay them, the watch will look for money elsewhere. The next stage of their scheme, the barons must load the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Far to the north, where snows blanket the landscapes and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs plot to bring about the end of the world. Ragnarok. Praise Morgana. Initial talks with the ice giants are going so well they gifted us a new patch of fertile land in the northern valleys. Gods are good. With luck, this will be the foundation of an alliance strong enough to rock the world. Chin chin, drinking horns all round. Aye, the ice giants are a formidable ally. Tall as a building, and limbs like tree trunks, and those southerners don't know how to fight them like we do. But first we must offer something the giants desire. A whole kingdom's worth of pillage? Just what I was thinking. If we fill the kingdom with bountiful goods and plunder, the giants won't be able to resist. For the next stage of the Chief's scheme, they must raise the other region's trade to a combined total of 12 or more in 2 seasons. It's currently 19. Not looking great. Anchored a few miles from the sunny coast, Lord Patrician mutated Zombie Bush II has invited his closest confidants aboard his yacht. You said you had a surprise for me. Indeed, and here it is. Behold! Your Majesty, what are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry, I hope you didn't overhear any. Ha ha, quit babbling, you blowhard. This isn't a monarch. It's a peasant who's the monarch's spitting image. Remarkable, and just in time. The Spymaster trusts her so much that she's not noticed we're refitting civilian vessels into battleships. Which means we can move on to the next phase, kidnapping the monarch and putting this fool in their place. How do we manage that? We need the kingdom to be in utter chaos, bad enough that the monarch's abduction can slip past unnoticed. The next stage of the scheme, the patricians must lower stability to 4 or less in 8 seasons. In 4 seasons? It should be 2, right? In 2 seasons, okay. Why did I say 8? Everyone's made it to the second stage of their scheme, but I think the Chiefs are going to have an easy time. Walking on through it. Trade is so high, I don't think they can even be deterred. The Barons are hoping that I'm going to spend a bunch of money. And the Patricians are hoping stability will take a nosedive. Okay. Oh, what a complete catastrophe. Stone Maiden and Crystal Pox. Ugh. Behold, my liege. Baroness Annette pulls aside tarpaulin to reveal a granite statue of Agents Fujimaru. The statue is impeccably detailed, its expression a frozen grimace. Fujimaru, sorry. A sad sight, is it not? That's not a statue, is it? Astutely observed, my liege. This is all that remains of my fellow Baroness. It seems the Stone Maiden is abroad in the march. It's okay. It's a bit hard, isn't it? Who's that? She's a walking statue with burning yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years at a time before waking to terrorize the kingdom. She must have ambushed Baroness Agents Fujimaru on her latest hunting trip. Please, Your Majesty, we must do something. Okay. Salutes in chat. It was a beautiful maiden. Yeah. Fujimaru the First has been turned to stone and will not be rejoining the council. Fujimaru the Second, their heir, shall be taking their place. Salutes all around while I find the kill count. The kill count has reached level 1. I mean, we gotta hire a wizard, right? Hiring the wizard to sort this out would be the best bet. Gotta look after everyone. Hi guys, I love to work with you guys, yeah. Pay for a wizard. Gamba's the only way, is it? I don't know. Magic problems require a magic solution. You send out word that you need a wizard and fast. A few days later, one of wives. and presents a hideous spectacle indeed. The wizard is a smoking ruin of twisted slag, mouth stretched open in a silent scream, carried into your throne room atop a palanquin. He's set down carefully by a team of sickly-looking apprentices. A wives? Did I say a wives?
I hear you are having trouble with a woman who turns people to stone. A matter I regrettably have some experience with. Ha ha ha.
How are you feeling? Seriously? I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling good. You know, it's my week off. The rugby was rough yesterday because England took a thrashing in the Six Nations at the hand of Scotland. But, you know, just a little weary. I've been busy on my week off. I've been out and about and doing a lot of stuff. But no, I am good today. Don't worry. We're good to go.
I can make this problem go away for the advertised fee. And a small sacrifice. All I require is one of the Monarch's teeth.
I just remembered to floss.
This will make flossing, if anything, easier.
You survey the worried faces of your nobles. Allowing this wizard to pull your royal tooth looks weak, but condemning your citizens looks cowardly. Fine, take it, take the tooth. One of Gordius's apprentices steps forward and whips out a pair of pliers. It's over in a flash.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This will make a fine addition to my collection.
That really hurt. At least Gordius sticks to his promises. Within a week, the Stone Maiden's eyes are dark. She is a statue once more, silent and unmoving, with village children dancing around her and pigeons making a mess on her head. We are good there. What I thought was Gordius's eyes, actually, yes, that's it, their mouth, yes. Your Majesty, I bring bad news. An outbreak of the crystal pox is ravaging the North March. How many dead? Whole villages have succumbed. The disease is terribly virulent. Your Majesty, if I might make a suggestion, victims of the crystal pox are only infectious at the bile stage. Once they are fully covered in crystals, they no longer spread the disease. Indeed, pox crystals can be harvested and used in jewellery. If we allow the pox to spread, we could make money in the march. By the ninth, woman, that's heartless even for you. The only way to fight the pox is to close the roads and shut down all trade until the wave subsides. Is that what you want? For the march to lose money? I want C. Truth be told, I want C. Quarantine the march. We got to prevent the spread. We got to protect people. Which god did the Baron's anger this season? I mean, yo, man, the march is going through a bit. The march is not having a great time. Oh. But yeah, once we've had the King of the Castle stream, I'm going to go off, get some exercise, do a few errands, have some dinner, and then I might stream Arc Raiders later on tonight. So if you're about later, maybe you can join me and watch me try and chase down some points for the Trials rankings. As that's what I'll be doing. Quarantine the march to prevent further spread. 5 votes to 4. Who's joined us? Who's the new face? Shadow Moon, welcome. welcome on in. Blockades are placed on the roads leading in and out of the march. Nobody goes in or out for a month. The crystal pox ravages the countryside. When the blockades are lifted, many fields lie fallow with no farmers left to tend them. Marcher villages are dotted with gleaming statues of the afflicted. But thanks to the council's quick thinking, the disease doesn't spread beyond the march's borders. Once the roads reopen, barons harvest the gemstones from the quarantine dead and sell them at a tidy profit. Ah, there you are. I've been looking for you. I have a proposition. Alright, what do you need, Scorcher? I'm writing a book about northern culture and folklore, and how it shapes the north today. Ooh. There's a new machine that can print hundreds of copies of the same book at once. It's called the printing press. I was hoping you could fund the process and my book could be sold all over the kingdom. Maybe even the whole kingdom. Yeah, all over the north, maybe even the whole kingdom. 1,000 gold should be enough, I assume. Thank you, Eris. You won't regret this. Scorcher's book goes to print soon after. It's a raving success. It makes quite the impression on the other chiefs who use it to get back in touch with their heritage and rediscover legends they had forgotten. Wait, oh, okay. Is that it? I was hoping for a return on investment. We're looking a bit rough here. Alright, welcome to our second auction of today's game. We have, let's see. Patricians really want to lower stability. They can do so with F the prison, but they could be thwarted with C the library that would raise stability instead. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, trade, the Grand Bazaar. The Grand Bazaar might help the chiefs. Anyway, here's the list of everyone and their money. Did somebody else join? Hookah Lord, welcome on in, Hookah Lord II. We're going to start the auction now. Type !fund followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items will be built and take effect after the auction. You've got about 40 seconds to get your funding in. But there is a delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds remaining. Let's see, what have we got? F and B? F and D now? Prison and stadium? Right, go, go, go! 10 seconds, 10 seconds, don't miss out. F and E? FD? What happened? FD, prison and stadium. Oof. Okay, here we are. Rumours of bribery, legends rising about your heir. Your Majesty, I've heard some disconcerting whispers about Baron Bobby of the March. He has been discreetly offering coin to your palace watch. Just gifts, he says. Gifts of enough coin to retire with. What is he playing at? The palace watch have been grumbling about their low wages recently. If we don't give them a raise, these bribes look very appealing. Unfortunately, we can't give them anything with the treasury as low as it is. We need to bring this matter to the council, Your Majesty. Very well, bring the council together. Assemble them at once. By my honour. You don't have a shred of proof for any of this. Don't make me laugh. I trust the rest of the council will join me for scorning these lies. Nope, we help the people quarantine the crystal pox. Yeah. What would I do? A isn't terrible, is it really? But you know, I don't mind. This doesn't seem to be that big a deal for me personally, for my stand on things. So swing votes is in effect. I'm gonna go refill my cup. You can shop and change your vote however you like, everyone. Right, what are we looking at? 4 votes for A, 4 votes for C. Make that 5 votes for A. Alright, final countdown. 3, 2, 1. Boom, boom, there we go. You ornament produce more coins. The sudden rise in inflation causes food prices to rise enough to leave thousands starving. Most of the extra cash goes straight to the Palace Watch. Hopefully this will buy their loyalty. Spoiler warning, it does not. You're aware of the ice giants, I hope. Brutish creatures that live in the frozen waste beyond our northern borders. In a time before time, they ruled the north and kept the people as slaves. The chiefs are willing to let bygones be bygones. They're forging an alliance with the giants to bring down your kingdom. They're mad. All of them, every one of them. My intelligence suggests the chiefs have offered up the kingdom as plunder for the giants when the time comes. It's not often I say this, but a kingdom's strong economy is a problem. Even the ice giants can sense a lucrative opportunity. Can we take them in a fight? That's difficult to determine. Perhaps a marshal could provide a more precise answer, but I would imagine not. We haven't fought the giants in centuries, only the chiefs know how, and they aren't likely to tell us. 2 of them combined would be a formidable foe, even for the most well-equipped army. Rebuild Eris's wall along the northern border. Oh shit, yeah, we did that, yes. I don't mind either of these. Eris the second, rebuild Eris the first wall. My God. Okay. And the ice giants, yes, 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 yes. The wall jokes. Tribute to ice giants, have you lost your mind? And then ask the chief some pointed questions about how Big Stone Wall manages to collapse so badly in just over a decade is true. You've certainly ruffled a few feathers, but hopefully it means you've slowed the chief's own giant courting tactics. No. Your marriage to Scorcher has grown strong and steady like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir.
Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins.
My wife and I will have a child together.
The traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business.
Alrighty, there we are. Now, unfortunately, we got blackmail and bribery. Everything's kicking off now. Well, except for the Pats, who are going to have a bit of a false start. Somewhere in the march, Baron Bobby sits at a banquet, gnawing on a greasy chicken leg. He and his fellow plotters discuss their scheme between mouthfuls. Luck is with us, my friend. The palace watch are in our pocket. They took our money gladly. The kingdom can barely afford to pay them a living wage. Music to my ears. Soon the throne will be ours. Indeed it will. But now we must plan our next steps. Kill the monarch and place their own claimant on the throne. Lower authority. Control the monarch with threat of assassination. Raise own military. What's it gonna be, barons? This could be rough, because lowering authority, you need to lower it to 0, right? Alex, hello. Hi. Have you jumped on in? Have you joined? There you are. Welcome to the Pats. Am I a Pat? You are a Pat, indeed. You're gonna try and lower my authority to kill me. A broke one. One broke patrician. Over the next few months, we'll have our troops infiltrate the capital disguised as beggars. At my signal, they'll gather and storm the palace in the dead of night. The bribed watch will open the gates. Our soldiers will murder the monarch in their bed and have our claimant on the throne before sunrise. Ruthless, I like it. But what about the chiefs and patricians? They'll call us usurpers and rise up in revolt. Not necessarily, my friend. If Monarch Eris II's rule is weak enough, we could persuade them to accept anything. For the final stage of the Baron's scheme, they must lower the kingdom's authority to 1 or less. They've only got to move it 1 notch. To 1. Back in the north, Chief Vitamin Chi is hosting yet another feast at her clan hall. Mead is being passed around in good measure. Some chiefs are dancing on tables. That can mean only 2 things. Really good news or really bad news. What? Pass me the drink, you old lout. I'm drinking until my ancestors feel it. 2 drinking horns are out. Were those ice giants I saw on my way through your lands? Have we really done it? Your eyes don't deceive you, lass. They'll be marching with us come the morrow. And by Grahala's beard, did they come out in force? We must have really impressed them with reports of the kingdom's bounty. Gods are good, but what happens after the ice giants march? Acts of my ancestors, I hadn't thought about that. Someone fetch me another drink, then assemble the other chiefs. Quickly, damn you. Let the ice giants fight alone and swoop into the kingdom's rescue. Lower authority. Or march with the giants and devastate the kingdom. Lower stability. Are you going to share the goal with the barons and then have a coin toss as to who gets the win? That's the question, chiefs. Please not B. What? Why not B? Oh, because that'll block the patricians. Okay. Alright, I understand. Yeah, so who are you going to team up with? Is it going to be Barons or Pats? That's the question. How many of you are there? 4 of you? Got a couple of votes for A. I think A's going to be the way. Devious. Brilliantly so. Why? It's almost dishonourable. B absolutely devastates Patricia. Oh, yes, it does. Yes. Don't get too excited. The Monarch will be too weak to mount a response. If all the regions united, the Giants could be thrown back to the north with ease. Good gods, can't a woman enjoy her drink without being warned about consequences or plans for 5 minutes? Hick! For the final stage of their scheme, chiefs must allow authority to 1 or less. Here we are. Somewhere along the coast, a mutated zombie bush II strolls in his olive grove, accompanied by a close friend. The kingdom's not exactly peaceful, but there's still no way we could stage the abduction of the Monarch without being noticed. We need chaos. The Pat's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. Pats find ways to wreck their own stats. Yeah, we haven't had a new trend. We're happy to just hang along. We're good as we are. The jousting tournament? And wait, what? Your Majesty, the Barons of the March have invited you to a jousting tournament. How delightfully rustic. I'd love to attend and support a knight. The Chancellor inclines her head politely. It wouldn't be my ideal day out, Your Majesty, but I'm sure you will have a marvellous time. Okay, and a new plague. Yet another plague. Your Majesty, the march has been stuck with a plague, and not just any plague, a dancing plague. You're pulling my leg. This is no laughing matter, Your Majesty. It affects everyone, even dogs and cats. We don't know how it started, but it's spreading quickly. Whole villages are dancing themselves half to death. Another quarantine for the march. Vote A, everyone. A is the way. So, baby, now you feel like number 1, shining bright for everyone. Did a Baron cut in front of Pestia at the Walmart or something? Damn, yeah. Bleach fan, I said, yeah, because I sung it a few weeks ago. Oh dear, Pestia's got it in for the Barons, it seems, yeah. You know, it seems like a drastic move to some. It's the only way to be sure this plague does not become a serious problem. The Barons agree to enforce your quarantine. Only time will tell if it's an effective solution or not. A laughingstock. Here we go, the last one. Your Majesty, the acclaimed playwright Clancy Blinwood has written another smash hit. All the theatres in the capital are showing it nightly. What's the problem? The problem is the new play features a character obviously based on you. How am I portrayed? The character is played by a professional clown named Biffo. At one point a bucket of custard is upended over their head as they sit on the throne. Your Highness, peasants and nobles alike are watching this play. Theatres are packed. You must put a stop to it. You simply cannot be known as the Monarch Biffo. I think I'll attend the play myself. A shocked silence falls in the theatre as heralds announce your arrival. You're waved from the royal box as actors stare up at you, clearly horrified. The show must go on. The play begins. Soon enough, the clown Monarch arrives on stage, comedically tripping on their own robes. They somehow found an actor who looks just like you. Endless humiliations are heaped upon this honking, squeaking parody. Finally, the play concludes with the custard-drenched Monarch handing their crown to the deserving hero. All eyes turn to you. How do you react? Let's climb up onto the stage. The actors shrink away from you. The audience is deadly silent. Everyone's terrified of what you'll do next. Congratulate the actors on a hilarious play. The audience break out into relieved cheers. The actors bow before you, weeping from gratitude. After that, the whole capital can talk about is nothing but your good humour and mercy. We are so good. So good. Well, we'll carry on as we are. Favoured competitor, comet sighting, capital proposition. Oh, okay. Let's do a favoured competitor. Let's go do something happy in the march for once. The barons have assembled upon a jousting field, watching from tall stands. The place is buzzing from excitement. Welcome, one and all. We have a most thrilling guest today. Cheers are up. The nobles stamp so hard that the stands tremble. Your Majesty, the highest ranked knights of the tournament are applying for your favour. First is Baron Nilawa the Cunning, who won every bout last year. Some claim he cheated, but surely they're just jealous. Second is Baron Bobby. No one thought he'd succeed this year, but he obviously trained hard. People are calling him the underdog. And last is Chief Weldris III, the interloper. A foreign contestant, but he qualifies nonetheless. So, my liege, who will you favour? Well, as somebody that knows nothing about jousting or sport in general, you say Nilawa's the favourite. We're gonna bless Nilawa with our favour. You beckon him forward and affix the ribbon to his chest. The crowd cheers as he rides to the starting post. Whoop and cheer. Laughter ripples around the audience as cheering redoubles. The bout begins. There we go. Chief Weldris III is his first opponent. Their horses stamp as the two jousters glare at each other across the field. How about you? The jousters gallop towards each other. Nilawa's lance catches Weldris III in the shoulder, but does not unseat him. But he is weakened. On Nilawa's next charge, he's hit Weldris III right in the chest. The horse stumbles and throws him into a heap in the dust. Nilawa wins the day, claims a hefty cash prize, and is on track to win the entire jousting championship. Hey, we are good. Let's start with a comet sighting. A blood-red comet was spotted in the night sky over the north, your highness. The villagers are claiming it's a terrible omen. The common folk are on the verge of panic. Is there anything I can do? Tell the church to dispel baseless superstition. Why have we got such a strong... Oh, okay. I was about to say, why is the church so strong in the north if we don't use it? The priests of the north preach that the comet is actually a good omen due to a new interpretation of an obscure cluster of stars. Unfortunately, the peasants don't believe a word of it. Great. For a few weeks, the north is gripped by panic. Riots break out in the streets. Soothsayers wander the land foretelling doom. Finally, a capital proposition. Hey, Weldris again. Gods are good. Our soldiers are renowned throughout the kingdom and beyond. We've awarded so many medals they could serve as full plate mail in a pinch, your majesty. Why don't I transfer some of the best troops to help police the capital? That'd improve security and show the Northern Army for what it is, the pride of the kingdom. Wait, didn't we inflate your numbers with a bunch of savages from the north? who don't understand our laws.
You want to station soldiers in the capital? Your Highness, thinking a threat to your security, let us make use of them instead.
God, that costs a bit though, right? I think they can go either to me or the Barons. I'm not particularly keen on either one. Mostly because I don't want to spend money, but we can go either way on this. Oh. Oh. Alright, out of 13 votes we got 8, 5 votes outstanding. You could sway this if you've yet to vote. But I'm going to do a final countdown. 3, 2, 1. Boom, boom. Okay then. Alright, we're helping out the Barons. Grumbling, the chiefs sent some of their less decorated troops over to the march. The northern soldiers soon whipped the local troops into shape. As rugged northern warriors parade proudly through the villages, marcher peasants flock to admire them. Keen to learn axe throwing and get their own tattoos, many join up on the spot. Cows go unmilked and fields unploughed, but the army ranks swell with enthusiastic recruits. There we go, job's a good un. And we're hanging in there by the skin of our teeth. We've got 6 stability, the patricians want to lower it to 4. We got 3 authority, barons and chiefs want to lower it to 1. Patricians are behind a step on their scheme. We should be... Oh, we are super okay. Ooh, okay, let's start a new petition. Then the meteor strike, then our heir. My jousting victories have made me famous all across the march. In fact, the people of my hometown, Zibrimar, want to build a statue in my honour. You'll donate to the project, won't you? It's a lot of money. How about train more troops, Nilawa? As much as I don't mind spending money, I kind of would like a bit more in case I have to hire another wizard to deal with another plague. Oh. Get a load of all that. Okay then, I see what way the wind is going to blow. 3, 2, 1. Some barons are disappointed, but Baron Nilawa thrives in brushing up the march's military. How useful jousting will be in pitched battle remains to be seen. One night your wife shakes you awake. Look out the window. What's going on? Come, your majesty, let's get you somewhere safe. Good plan, good plan. As you shelter in the wine cellar, there's a boom outside that shatters the windows and shakes the palace walls. And then peace descends once more, the sky darkens. What was that? The mood in the council hall the next day is somber. It's terrible, Your Highness. That comet we saw in the north, it was foretelling doom. It landed right... Oh my god, this is terrible. It landed right within my land. So many villages dead. My fields are one massive crater. We need help. Of course, we could help the chiefs, but the meteorite ore is well known for making incredible weaponry and armour. Our first priority should be gathering it. I've seen it a few times. Oh shit. It's very uncommon. Yeah, this is like the third or fourth time, but I do like the meteorite ore weapons. And it missed the Archbishop and the High Inquisitor. What a shame. Everyone say hello to true democracy. You have one vote, you have one option. There we go. Easy peasy. By the old gods, Your Highness. My people suffer. You ignore us when we need your help. Instead of recovery efforts, your troops focus on gathering up scattered bits of space rock. It's all sent off to a team of expert blacksmiths. The result is a set of beautiful sleek armour and impossibly sharp swords for the northern military. It looks mighty impressive on the parade grounds. You'd hate to face it in a real war. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council, holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask, if my crown be passed down too? Let's roll a d3 quickly. What have we rolled? A 2. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My number 2 daughter. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. Clutch. Clutch baby. Not only did it thwart the patrician scheme, it's prevented the chiefs from rebelling next turn. Your August Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your daughter? What is her name? Eris the Third. Excellent, Your August Majesty. I'm sure little Eris the Third will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. Okay, unless we get a prison. Prison is on the menu there. So yeah, if you're a patrician, you want a prison. If you are a baron, a chief rather, who wants to rebel, you want the prison. Barons and chiefs want the theatre to lower authority. Maybe people who are afraid of a civil war would want C, the stadium, to bring everyone into line, or B, the fortress. But I think it's gonna be D and F, right? Come on, here's the list of everyone and their money. We're gonna start the auction now. Type !fund followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Bids on all other items will be refunded. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. What are we looking at here? F&D. What a surprise. Very lean one this auction, I believe. How are we going to do on this? You know, this might be quite a quick game. We're going to see. In fact, I don't think our farming's all that good. 10 seconds, everyone. 10 seconds left. Go, 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 go. Right, what are we at now? Excellent, we got the things. Theatre and prison. Fantastic. Chiefs are on the verge of rebellion. We need one chief to rebel. Damn it all. Damn it all to hell. Let's start with famine. Hello, Your Majesty. I've travelled all the way from the north to beg you to do something about the price of grain. I can't afford to feed my family. A day of back-breaking work isn't enough to buy a day's worth of bread. She's right. The grain price in the north is beyond all control. Greedy merchants raking a profit while the common folk starve. Okay, we are, I reckon, subsidise the grain so it's sold for half its worth. Just to bolster some farming. Vote B, I believe. We might be able to sort this out. We might be able to look after our peasants. Might be the Baron W. Yeah, if the chiefs rebel, it probably will result in the barons winning. Because it will sink authority a fair bunch. But these things happen. At least we get to see a unique ending for intimidation, because there'll be an alt ending for a civil war, right? The north is in your debt, Your Majesty. The kingdom's coffers open and a tide of gold floods into the pockets of northern merchants. Grain prices plunge, and stocks of grains run low. Supplies no longer meet demand. Some peasants can feed their families now, but others are starving worse than ever. The north is experiencing a terrible famine, Your Majesty, and a steady trickle of refugees are pouring into the coast. Yes, a terrible tragedy. Looking for food and steady work, but finding neither, they turn to begging in the streets of coastal cities, are crowded with northern vagrants. Well, I'm sorry that my suffering people are clogging up the precious coastal streets. They need help, not judgment, but will the council give it? Ew, shoo. You know what? I want to sort it out myself. D, to take a personal interest in this. I think I've failed my ambition as well, by the way. Alright, here we are. Oh no, you travel to Phalassus, the biggest city in the coast, and spend an afternoon handing out loaves to northern refugees. Unfortunately, as the starving peasants crowd around you with hands outstretched, you're very vulnerable. They begin tearing at your robe, wailing and pleading. We're not ready for the swap yet. Delay the Monarch's trip. Bread! Give us more bread! Where are you hiding it? Get behind me, Your Greatness. I'll protect you from this rabble. Unfortunately, your honour guard prove a little too eager to protect you from the rabble. They wade into the peasants, swinging their weapons cheerfully. The resulting slaughter gives you nightmares for life. The Phalassus Massacre, as it becomes known, attracts condemnation from both patricians and chiefs alike. The resulting uproar, you're forced to sack your honour guard with immediate effect. Damn. 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 At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the parent of a nation. But so far, you've not convinced anyone. The kingdom's farms aren't producing enough food. It's not my fault. It was fine. Everything was fine. And then a meteorite hit the farmlands of the north. Your Majesty, the peasants can't rely on you. Your current ambition isn't working out for you. If you want to stop the nobles from overthrowing you, you need to pivot. Change your image. My advice will be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies. Defeat their schemes with schemes of our own, but your other advisors have other ideas. You mean you didn't summon the meteor to smite us? No! Parent of the nation slaughters peasants. you know it's bad when the chiefs are calling out their own warrior heroes, yeah. We should crush these disloyal nobles, smash their armies and force them to submit. The peasants don't trust you because you let a space rock destroy the farmland. They want to know why you didn't just parry it. Skill issue. Sorry. Your Majesty, if you help us spread the zeal of the Ninth God, the Church will lend our full support. With backing of the Church, the nobles wouldn't dare move against you. Don't listen to the rest of these fools. Have you heard of the Scepter of Sages? It's a lost artifact forged by Queen Alma the Wise. There's a legend any monarch who recovers it will rule over a golden age. Alright, so, breaking it down. Faith is our backup, so we want to go for a faith-based one. There are two on the table. Get elevated by the Church to a living saint. Authority and faith, we are anti-authority. So I think we're going to go for the Scepter of Sages today. Faith and trade. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin sending out adventurers to track down the Scepter's location. But adventurers aren't cheap. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's overall faith and trade as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Of course. Alright, I'm going to go to the bathroom quick. Chiefs, have a brief think, have a pep talk about what you want to do. I'll be back in a minute. Right. A second chief has hit the rebel menu. My RP is forgiving. Rebelling doesn't match up with that. That's fine. As long as you're all sure, you're all good, we shall carry on now. The kingdom's on the brink of chaos. It's perfect. We have to strike. What do you intend us to do? Swoop in and kidnap the monarch in full view of the palace? No, of course not. We need to use the chaos to our advantage. We have two options. Raise own defiance, lure the monarch to the coast and abduct them there, or manufacture another food crisis. Kidnap the monarch during the relief efforts. Your Majesty, a third food crisis has hit the kingdom. Thank you. Thank you for leaving some food. We're going to try to raise our defiance as the patricians. We need to convince the monarch that the coast is on the verge of rebellion. In the current climate, they'll be forced to make a diplomatic visit to smooth things over. That's when we strike. One monarch enters the peace tent, another monarch leaves. For the final stage of their scheme, the patricians must raise their defiance to at least 6 without starting a rebellion. We are good, we are good, we are surviving. Oh my god. Right, rebelling would hand it probably to the barons, but both the pats and chiefs can rebel. Let's start with a quarantine. My liege, you recall the quarantine you ordered to deal with the dancing plague? It's been many months since we last entered or left the afflicted area. We think the plague may have run its course. We ask your permission to lift the quarantine. Okay, Hooker Lord. You know what? No. We're not going to do it indefinitely. Definitely not. Yeah, sorry, Alex. We can send someone to check on it, whether we spend, like, what little money we got. Or we send Hooker Lord himself. Or we can just lift it and hope for the best. Okay, it looks like we're sending Hooker Lord at the minute. Okay, final countdown. It's close. 3, 2, 1. Oh, this is rough. I hate it. Hate being this broke. Me? My liege? You can't be serious. Despite Hooker Lord's II's protests, the monarch's word is final. He is set into the quarantine zone. You hope to hear back from him soon. I am most pleased with the new prison we built on my land, but the prison warden believes the whole building is cursed. She refuses to allow us to transfer any prisoners there. Why in the Seven Hells do they believe that? Nobody knows, they just say it gives them a creepy feeling. What should we do? I think sending the High Inquisitor's the best bet, right? Vote A, and we will cleanse the prison. Burn it with fire? Maybe. I mean, I think 6 is a clear winner, though. Oh no, when the High Inquisitor reports back a few weeks later, it's not good news. I didn't find any hobs, witches, ghosts or demons inhabiting the prison, but something is very wrong with the place. The Inquisition has failed you, Your Highness. We should shut down the whole prison until we identify which evil force is at work. Oh, a little more stability. Hey. What did a monarchy do with the 9th? I don't know. Your Majesty, I have the most exciting news. Here we go, everyone. Our hired adventurers have discovered an ancient manuscript hidden deep beneath the mountains. It speaks of the Sceptre of Sages, and it was written by Queen Alma herself. Worried about what would happen to the kingdom after she died, she hid the Sceptre of Sages so her enemies couldn't find it. Queen Alma were here, I'd give her a piece of my mind. It's in a warren of caves under the Blackweld Forest, Your Majesty, near the capital. It's been under our noses this whole time. I've taken the liberty of sending out more adventurers. They'll clear the area to get inside. Excellent, send them on their way. As you wish, Your Majesty. Teeny, welcome on in. Teeny, there you are. Welcome aboard. As soon as the adventurers return, the treasurers tell you the news. Have they found anything? 70% to hang in there. Most delightful news, Your Majesty. The adventurers have found a golden door beneath the forest, which matches the description in Queen Alma's manuscript. Wonderful. The scepter should be hidden within. But the scepter of sages can only be found by a monarch who is strong of purpose and true of heart. How do you prove it? Queen Alma wrote a ritual for the monarch to prove themselves worthy of the scepter. If we go to the cave, I can read out the relevant passages while you set it all up. You make the arrangements, bring a procession of horses, food, drink, adventurer guides, and a little travel desk for the treasurer to the Blackweld Forest. Your wife comes too, riding beside you. Such a wonderful chance for the kingdom. The scepter will bring in a golden age. The adventurers lead you inside the cave, holding a flaming torch to light your way. Soon the tunnel grows horribly cramped. You bend double to squeeze through. Don't worry, Eris. We'll pull together and get through it. You walk for what feels like hours. Just as you might have lost hope, you reach a golden door, exactly as the adventurers described. It will open only for the faithful. Close your eyes, Your Majesty. Concentrate. 70%. If this is it, this has been the closest run we've had in a while. All three of you were on the verge of winning. Let's see, everyone. Breathe in. Breathe out. A bright golden light flares behind your eyes, but you keep your breath steady. You hear the doors rumble open. When you open your eyes, the tunnel ahead is utterly dark. Even the torches do not illuminate it. Honest to God, I did not expect this. This should not have happened. Eris doesn't deserve this. There. Okay. Right. Well, you know, you can't win them all. It did happen anyway. Yeah. As soon as you step into the chamber, the torches snuff out. A hideous scream echoes from below. The adventurers scramble into a protective stance while the treasurer wails. Sometimes the best way to win is for everyone else to lose first. I mean, nobody really lost, per se. Oh, this is awful. Dreadful. I should have stayed in my office. I have to say I feel similarly. Do we even have enough air left? It's fine, we're meant to be here. Sorry, I'll stay calm. You pull out your hands and feel your way along the wall, then your fingers touch something. Could this be it? As you grip the scepter, it glows gold, chasing away the dark shadows of the chamber. It looks like a simple wooden staff, like any peasant might use for walking, but the glow is as bright as the sun. It's the scepter, Your Majesty, you've done it! Can you imagine the good we'll do for this kingdom with this? First things first, I'm eliminating poverty. Goodness! We must call the nobles first. Tell them the good news. Bearing the scepter, you make your way through the tunnels and back up into the sunlit forest. As soon as you return to the capital, you call the nobles into the council hall. Let's go straight on in and make the announcement. The treasurer holds a velvet cushion upon which the sceptre of sages sits. It's small and ordinary, but you sense the weight of its history. Scorcher strides in at your side, looking very pleased with herself. Behind you, your heir, Eris III, toddles along, hand in hand with her governess. What's going on, your majesty? Why have we been brought here? Teeny, I don't know. This isn't your avatar, is it? I did see when I glanced at it earlier. Nope. Okay. You may want to try and reattach your game account to Twitch, maybe, but it could be. I know this has had like a bug that occasionally pops up where it doesn't read it properly. I want to call you all for a little chat. The nobles fall silent as you ascend your throne and settle yourself comfortably. Monarch Eris has descended to the darkest depths of the Blackweld Forest and retrieved the sceptre of sages. Excited and worried whispers ripple around the council hall. As Baron the sceptre of sages, the monarch has sealed their destiny as Monarch Eris II the Enlightened. How do we know this is real? It could be any old staff. Pick up my sceptre. Whoa! Your sceptre begins to glow. Bathing the council hall in warm golden light, the nobles gasp and fall silent. Besides you, Eris III claps her hands in delight. It's just a random magic stick. Gods are good, this is extraordinary. It becomes clear that even the grumpiest of nobles won't dare speak against you while you bear the sceptre of sages. Finally, you are secure in your throne and your kingdom. Your victory is here, but your future has only just begun. There we are, everyone. Thank you very much. I'm going to be starting a poll for Eris III's inheritance. New Twitch poll. Let's see. What have we got? We can have Ernest again. Or we could keep Modest. It's up to you. You've got 2 minutes and 1 vote apiece. The poll should be live now. I'm going to bring down the sign now. You can see what those two did. And we'll read the book while you vote. GG's all round, everyone. The Baron's attempt to worm their way into the palace was uncovered, and a number of arrests were made. Baron Bobby ended his life chained upside down to a dungeon wall. The chief's agreement with the ice giants fell apart, and the giants ended up attacking the north instead. The subsequent war kept the chiefs too busy to worry about matters of the throne. All that remained of the patricians' attempt to usurp the crown was a prisoner, deep under the palace, clad in an iron mask and shrouded in rumour. Backed by the sceptre's power, Monarch Eris II's rule spanned another 15 years of peace and stability. A golden age of prosperity swept over the kingdom. In their world, the monarch instructed that the sceptre be reburied, to be claimed only by a worthy successor. There we are, everyone. Currently got a tie. Monarch Eris II the Strong. Strong. We have the strongest stick. Kindly try to break the tie, maybe, between Ernest and Modest. The lucky, the jammy. Yes, the jammiest of the monarchs. But yes, looking around now, Morgrim continues to be the wealthiest, while Alex continues to be the poorest. And finally... Oh... Queen Eris. Looking pretty dapper. $50-50, okay. Financial dominance on the charts. She looks beautiful. She looks good. And she looks like she came from the line of monarchs. She doesn't look too dissimilar from her parent. which is always a nice touch. So yeah, we've got her. This will be next week. Modest and Ernest. Okay, we're just going to switch them then. Modest will be our first one. And Ernest will be our second one. You cheeky little gits. We shall have very much a similar thing. I'll re-roll the third touch. The hair looks different. I mean, a bit. But we never saw what Scorcher's hair looks like because Scorcher, the royal consort, was in fact bald. But yeah, looking good, looking good. That is it for today's King of the Castle.